In a town tucked away in the mountains lived a young woman named Emma. She was known for her radiant smile and unwavering optimism. Despite the difficulties life had thrown her way, Emma's spirit remained unbroken. Emma had been deeply in love with a man named Jacob since they were teenagers. They dreamed of a future together, but as they grew older, life took them on different paths. Jacob pursued a demanding career that required him to travel frequently, while Emma stayed in their hometown, caring for her ailing parents. Years went by, and the distance between Emma and Jacob seemed to grow. Their calls became infrequent, and their visits became rare. Emma missed the days when they could simply sit by the river, sharing dreams and stories. She began to feel the weight of their separation more deeply, and her heart ached for the love they once had. One day, Jacob returned to the town with news that shattered Emma's dreams. He had met someone else during his travels, and he felt it was time to move on. Emma's heartbreak was palpable, and the pain of losing her first love felt unbearable. As time passed, Emma's cheerful demeanor began to fade. She went through the motions of her daily life, but the spark that had once defined her seemed to dim. She found herself walking alone by the river, where memories of Jacob haunted her thoughts. Her friends and family tried to lift her spirits, but Emma had built a wall around herself. She couldn't shake the feeling that her future had slipped away, and the love she had held on to had become a distant echo. One evening, as Emma sat by the river, a gentle voice interrupted her thoughts. It was an elderly woman who had watched Emma from a distance. The woman shared her own story of love and loss, speaking of a lost love from her youth. "You must allow yourself to grieve," the woman said softly, "but remember that life has a way of surprising us, even when we least expect it." Emma listened, her eyes filling with tears. She realized that while her heartache was real, she still had the power to shape her future. Slowly, she began to open herself up to new experiences, finding solace in the support of those who cared for her. As the seasons changed, Emma's grief started to evolve into acceptance. She understood that life was full of uncertainties, and sometimes the most painful experiences could lead to unexpected growth. Years later, Emma sat by the river once more, her heart heavy with memories. But this time, she wasn't alone. She held the hand of a kind man who had shown her that love could find its way back into her life, even after heartbreak. Emma's journey was a reminder that even in the face of unhappiness, there is the potential for healing, growth, and the discovery of new paths. Life might not always unfold as we envision, but it has a way of teaching us lessons that shape who we become.